Hey, what is it, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm just to call me. And yeah, in this video, I want to talk about Star Wars, the state of Star Wars right now. And I wasn't sure when to make this video because, more Star Wars content was going to be coming out later, like The Mandalorian, Jedi Fallen Order, and The Rise of Skywalker. So I don't know when was the most appropriate time to make this video, after or before, more content has come out. So I waited. I waited until there was enough Star Wars content to talk about. Either I'll do all three of them or I just do the ones that I'm really excited for. So by the time I'm recording this, Mandalorian and Jedi Fallen Order has come out, and I gotta say, so far, this has got to be a great year for Star Wars fans. Like, oh my god, I haven't been this excited and had this much fun with something that is related to Star Wars for a long time. The only thing that matches it has got to be, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the 2D version, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the video game, The Force Unleashed, Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2, Lego Star Wars, and Star Wars Episode 3. Alright, so far I've watched all The Mandalorian, alright? At this time right now, I've watched all 6 of them. And I watched it with my brothers, my sisters, my uncle, and my cousin, and they all loved it too. Actually, my brother, he's not really interested with not too much things, but this one, he thought, oh fuck, this is just a great show. I'm fucking excited. I can't wait for the next episode. I like how Mando is like this tough and badass character, but he's only soft with Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda, this show is already good. But Baby Yoda just adds, it's not comedy, but it's just, the cuteness. It's, a mixture of both of them, which is, how is that possible? But it is with this show. Every scene with this baby is just an eye-catcher, It's every frame that he's in, everybody is focusing on that part of the screen, And the thing why I like this character so much is he's not annoying. It doesn't feel like he's forced, to sell toys. I mean, so far, we haven't had any toys yet. So, Baby Yoda, it just feels natural whenever he's on a scene. It doesn't feel like an executive saying, all right, we need Baby Yoda to talk in this scene. No, not at all. Baby Yoda doesn't feel like a forced character that just came out of nowhere just to sell toys like how they did with Porgs and Ewoks. No. Baby Yoda feels like it came in the show organically. And also, Baby Yoda is an interesting character because, we have no idea much about his species. That alone is really interesting and, mysterious. And second, he could use the Force, so potential Jedi over here. So, I'm really excited to see, what they'll do with this character. The same thing with the Mandalorian, he's also an interesting character. You see, the reason why he hates droids is because of the Separatist droid, that battle droid, kind of scarred him. And also, all right, every character you meet, they're just, basically cameo characters, you only see them for at least 1 or 2 episodes, and that's it. And I kind of like that, format. Because of that, each episode, they could just add new characters, and, each episode is different because of those characters. And people are comparing it to this other show that is way similar, and that's Samurai Jack, because, each episode, they're doing one thing, and then the next episode, they're just doing another thing. Or sometimes, it takes, 2 episodes to finish that one mission or that one thing. And I really like that. And, and also Samurai Jack is based on, Western movies, samurai movies, So, there's a lot of, spaghetti Western in this show. All right, so how I would rank each of the episodes. 1, 2, and 3 are the best out of the 5. And then 4 and 5, they're pretty good. I give them a 7 out of 10. While, 1, 2, and 3 are 10 out of 10. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention about this part, and this is the most important part. The memes that came out of this show. It's not even a meme from, the Mandalorian. It's just solely Baby Yoda. The memes that came out of Baby Yoda, it's just so fucking good, especially because most of the memes are just based on, childhood, memories, I like how, Disney is advertising this show as, oh, it's a bounty hunter show. But in reality, when you truly watch it, it's about a single father trying to find a good home for his son. It's just wholesome, So yeah, in my opinion, I think, The Mandalorian has got to be one of the best things about Star Wars of recent. Alright, now, Jedi Fallen Order. Now, I haven't bought the game yet. Like I said, if you guys don't know me, I'm not a really big Souls fan. So, when I saw Jedi Fallen Order, I'm like, not really. But it had a lot of mechanics from Sekiro, the only like Souls game so far that I really love. So, I was thinking of getting that maybe, later until it has a good sale, But YouTube is ruining for me, It'd be like, you know what, I'm not going to buy the game until it goes on sale, so I'm not going to check any videos talking about the story or any spoilers, nothing. But then people keep posting spoiler videos talking about, what happened to him in Order 66, or, the reveal of an important character, or just cutscenes. Like, yo, there are so many cutscenes, and then the thumbnail will be the spoiler. Like, yo. And then sometimes I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I might as well just watch it. I mean, everybody already knows. I've already been spoiled. And, I'm like, oh, fuck. Now I really want to buy this game. And, after Black Friday, I'm trying to, not spend too much shit because of, the shit I've spent. I just bought the LG Ultra 27-inch for 144p 144 hertz monitor. So yeah, spend too much money, and I'm trying to save it for a Christmas deal, to buy something for myself. Well, yeah, and other people, yeah, my family members. I forgot. But yeah, just by the story alone, it looks really interesting, and I can't wait to buy it. I can't wait to buy it, as in I'm still gonna wait. All right, so this video took a little bit longer to make, because I was busy, didn't have enough time to continue on. But I did watch the next episode of The Mandalorian, the 7th episode, and that was a good episode. I'm back to believing, this show is still amazing, all right? Because the last 2 episodes, they got me shook, I thought, The Mandalorian was gonna go downhill after that, but no, this new episode was really good. Again, I highly recommend watching this show. I mean, Disney Plus is only $7, and it's already December. If you buy it right now, you will be able to see all the episodes and the 2 more that will come out, later. So, yeah, just buy it for this month, and that's it. I mean, because there's not really anything to watch in Disney Plus, because, unless you have never watched any Disney movies, then yeah, go ahead. But, if you're an average American, you probably watch most of them. So, yeah, Disney Plus is useless unless you want to watch The Mandalorian, and that's about it. Alright, so let's talk about the Star Wars movie, alright? So it's almost every day we're getting news about the movie, talking about either leaks or actors or actresses not enjoying the film or disagreeing how the plot should go, all this type of stuff. All this is just giving a negative vibe to the movie. And that's what it gets, And if you guys don't know, there has been a lot of leaks of, spoiler, stories for this Star Wars movie. Now, I'm not going to talk about, what was in the spoilers. Not going to talk about it because I don't want to spoil you guys. But reading it and hearing it from other YouTubers, this sounds like ass. Now, the studios are coming out and denying that, the leaks are true. But it's almost like every day we're getting confirmations of, oh yeah, that's true. Next day, oh, that's true too. Alright, that's true too. Alright, that's true. Every day. And also, this is coming from J.J. Abrams' mouth. I mean, we all know he has a track record of lying. I mean, he said that Kong wasn't going to be in the second Star Trek film, and he wasn't working on a Cloverfield movie. So, you would think by this time, with this track record, he would stop going to the public and either denying or confirming that rumors are true, because it's almost becoming facts. Oh, if he says this, then it's the opposite. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything, but just looking at the leaks, it doesn't sound like they were prepared for this. It seemed like Rian Johnson fucked the series up so hard, now J.J. Abrams is trying to somewhat fix it all. Because the things that they were bringing up in this movie have never been, either explained or brought up in the last movie or the movie before that. It's like, out of nowhere, we're gonna bring this character back because, big reasons. And like, wait, what? This character, you never mentioned him. It's like a dad coming back to your life after 18 years. And like, yeah, I brought the milk. Who the fuck are you? It seemed like they didn't know what they were doing. Alright, so let's talk about each of the episodes, the sequels. 7th episode, I thought it was a pretty good movie, but it could get better. It could get better if they had, the next movie after that, explain all the mysteries that was in the last movie. But no. The movie after that, The Last Jedi, was so bad. That almost killed my love of Star Wars. I kind of was like, you know what? Maybe Star Wars wasn't good. Wasn't a good franchise at all. Some haters would say, yeah, of course. Like, no, but like, yeah, I just like every imagination, everything I loved. You know, in this movie, they just took a shit on it. I'm like, maybe this franchise is dumb. I was like, yo, this is not. I don't think I like this franchise anymore. Because, you know, guys, you have to understand this. My first introduction of Star Wars was, you know, The Phantom Menace, and I thought that movie was really bad, but I saw potential. Lightsabers, you know, you can go to space and see other creatures, all of that shit. I thought that was really cool, but the movies were just failing. They weren't satisfying me as a Star Wars fan, but except for the games. In the beginning of the video, you know, I was naming off all my favorite Star Wars contents, and most of them are from the games. The games are the ones that, you know, made me believe this franchise has potential. We could do a lot of things. But no, we're just focusing on this lineage, on the Skywalker lineage. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but, you know, if you're going to do it good. And they were not doing that. And, you know, just watching bad Star Wars movies after bad Star Wars movies. And then, you know, The Last Jedi came out, and, you know, that's what, you know, that's the straw that broke the camel. And I was like, you know what? You guys don't care about Star Wars. I'm fucking done with Star Wars. But yeah, after that, I just didn't like Star Wars. It took a few months after to regain the love, when I started watching a lot of videos talking about the lore and the comic books of Star Wars, but now called Legends because, you know, that's no longer canon. But yeah, watching the videos, I'm just like, yo, this is a huge universe. Like, we could talk about other stuffs. Like, we can talk about, you know, characters that, you know, have, you know, cause events, you know, characters that are bounty hunters, all this shit. Why are we always going back to Han, Luke, and Leia? Why are we always going back to Tatooine, Hoth, Endor? Like, why are we going back to these places that we already visited? Can we go anywhere else? We see any other characters other than the three? So yeah, that's why I'm so in love with The Mandalorian. We're just going to other planets, seeing other stories, seeing different characters, like, and I'm just loving it. Like, oh my god, I would love there to be like more episodes just doing that, because, you know, we're just seeing we're seeing what the world of Star Wars is, unlike any of the movies that, you know, let us feel this way, you know. And, you know, I'm just like, yo, can we get 30 episodes in the second season, you know, just doing shit like this? All right, now reeling back to talk about episode 8. The reason why I didn't like episode 8 was, one, the characters. The new characters they introduce in this movie is just bad. Characters like Rose and the purple hair commander, you know, they're not really likable characters, you know. Rose, she doesn't fit in this movie. It's like she's from another movie that is like more, you know, more softer, not Star Wars. And the commander, it's like the movie is telling you she deserves respect. You respect her. It's like, I don't even know her. Like, she just came out of nowhere. And, you know, now the movie's telling me, oh, respect her. I'm like, no. Characters that were in the last movie, like Poe, it just became like kind of like an asshole character. It's like, what happened to you? It's like, the last movie, I liked you. I found you likable. But in this movie, it's just like, you just became a different character. And I don't like this. Finn, I thought, you know, the last movie, I really liked Finn, but in this movie, they just made him into a clown. He just became the token black comedic character. That was it. It's like, yeah, we're gonna put all of our focuses on Rey. Now, Rey is a badly written character. She's just too much of a perfect character. There are no flaws to her, which makes a lot of people feel detached from her. Like, we only feel attachment to characters that are relatable, that has flaws, just like us. Rey is too perfect, you know. There are no flaws to her. She already knew how to wield a lightsaber. She already knew how to use the Force, and she beat out every, you know, lightsaber user. When are we supposed to, you know, grow with the character? The character is already grown. She already knows everything. So it's like, damn, you know, I kind of want to see her progression. Like, I would love to see her transformation to a nobody, a peasant that was a slave, to a Padawan, into now a Jedi Knight. Like, I would love to see that progression, but no, it's been stolen from Disney. Disney doesn't want to do that. For some reason, they just don't want to make her seem weak. They view it as a negative, but it's a positive. It makes someone relatable if they're weak, you know? Like, no one's perfect in this world. In these movies, we have never seen Rey struggle. She's perfect all the time. Like, what happens if she does find something that struggles her or challenges her? What, she just gives up right away? Show us scenes where she fails and struggles but never gives up. Having scenes like that makes her strong and determined. Like, people love that. People inspired to be that. And people find that relatable. So yeah, I don't like Rey. Now, another character I loved at the past but was ruined at this movie was Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker was what I was describing, the opposite of Rey. He had hope. He sees the good in people. He struggled in the beginning, but then, you know, as he goes on, he becomes better using the Force and using the lightsaber. And we see him become into a Jedi Master. I thought we were gonna see him become a Jedi Master, but no, he's just a hermit, you know, just a hobo. So yeah, I hate The Last Jedi. Like, the few things that I love about The Last Jedi, one is Snoke. I thought Snoke was a great villain. I like the scenes where he just talks shits to Adam Driver. Like, you're trying too hard to act like your grandfather. Like, get the fuck out of here. Take out that dumbass mask. Like, the way he just, you know, the character is just funny. And then they just kill him off early. It's like, yo, what is this? I kind of liked him, but no. Another scene that I liked is the guard scene, the fighting scene. Now, I know in the internet, they tore the scene's ass apart, and they just, how shitty this fight scene is, and the choreograph was awful. I know. But, you know, if you just turn off your brain, I know, you could say it to everything. Oh, if you just turn off your brain to this shitty movie, it's a great movie. Yeah, no shit. Yeah. But if you just don't analyze and just look at the fight scene and, you know, not look at the small details, it was a pretty good fight scene. I liked it. I remember seeing this scene the first time, and I was like, whoa, this is a great scene. Oh my god. And then, you know, a bunch of YouTube videos come out and saying, yeah, that scene right there, yeah, if you look a little bit closer, it's shit. So yeah, those were the only few positive things I can remember about this movie, but overall, it's a bad movie. You know, it almost killed my love of Star Wars. And, you know, I don't think I'm the only one who feels this way, too. So, a lot of fans do, but also, surprisingly, some of the actors, like Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill was really vocal about, you know, the Last Jedi. You know, he was talking about, like, how, you know, Luke wouldn't act this way. You know, the way they portray Luke was not accurate. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't good. Just recently, John Boyega comes out talking about, yeah, the Star Wars movies, yeah, it's pretty iffy, all right? And, you know, he also talks about, you know, he had to fight for scenes because in this movie, he's been in less and less scenes. And, you know, he's just like, it's like, hey, come on. I mean, am I also the main character too? Like, goddamn, it's just all about Rey gonna be in this movie? It felt like he was lied to the studios. He was told that he was a main character, but in almost every movie, he's been, you know, sidecast. Now, so far as I'm recording, those are the only two actors that have come out, you know, criticizing the movie. Now, everyone else, I don't think they're gonna come out and saying bad things about the movie, no. But there was this one interview from ABC, I think it was like ABC or something like that. They were having an interview, they were asking him questions, and then till the end, they asked the last question. They said to the actors,
you guys, so we have one final question, just facial expression. What was your reaction to the end of the movie? But don't use words, okay? 3, 2, 1.
I don't know what was the correct one, but they all gave the worst reactions. Some of them don't even react. They're just there. It looked like they just were defeated faces. Some of them, you know, they gave awkward faces, and then Ian McDermott was like, really? After 40 years, this was it? These actors don't have to flat out tell you, oh yeah, this movie is bad. Their reaction was fucking awful. Oh my god. Daisy Ridley wasn't it like she gave it was such an awkward reaction. Her face like what the fuck am I watching? And then Oscar Isaac and John Boyega, their face was like straight. Oh fuck. It's like, yo, there's no reaction. They're like, yeah, this is a bad movie. I'm not even gonna fucking fake it. Fuck this movie. This is supposed to be the next generation of, you know, Star Wars, you know, these three actors. But now, you know, news come out saying, oh yeah, we're not gonna be in another Star Wars movie. That just tells you they didn't enjoy this movie. They hate it. They're like, yeah, fuck this movie. After this, I'm gone. I'm gonna do an Oscar movie. Like, we killed the past to make space for the new generation, and now the new generation is telling us, nah, I don't want to do this. Now, there are some some fans that are saying, hey, let George Lucas direct the film. He'd probably make a better film than both of these clowns. Are you guys registered as mentally handicapped? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Let George Lucas direct. No! What the fuck? Have you seen most of his films nowadays? It's trash. You want him to direct another Star Wars film? Have you seen the prequels? I know. It's like, I know. There are some millennials just like me, you know, they thought the movie was trash. Obviously, it is horrible films, except for the 3. You could probably argue the 3 was, you know, a pretty good film, but still horrible movies. But nowadays, you know, most millennials, they become older. They're probably like over 20, and you know, we look back, and the reason why we're reloving these movies again is because of nostalgia. It's mostly nostalgia. We're not looking back saying, you know what, you know, it was actually a good film. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Maybe the 3, but no, it wasn't. It's just giving you nostalgia, all right? It's reminding you back then in the 2000s when you were a kid, when you have an iPod, when all the songs you have were either Soulja Boy or Sean Kingston. Oh, man, fucking stupid. And T-Pain when you're listening to Buy You a Drink, and you don't know what the fuck the lyrics mean, but all you know is that shit was hot. But yeah, we're only loving these movies because, you know, nostalgia, alright? And, you know, most of these, you know, millennials are saying, oh, the movie is actually good. Oh, you know, George Lucas still got it. No, he doesn't, alright? You fucking moron. This is just awful. This movie is just gonna be bad. Like, you know, all the shit talking Disney told us fans, we're like, oh, we're sexist and racist for criticizing this movie. Now they're telling us, please watch this movie. Please watch this movie. Fuck you. So, yeah, you know, this movie's gonna be bad, you know? So, like, goddamn. I'm just glad The Mandalorian came out, you know? I'm glad that The Mandalorian came out being good. Like, I love The Mandalorian, and The Mandalorian was a bigger hope for Star Wars than this Star Wars movie. I don't think Lucasfilms was prepared for The Mandalorian to be this popular. Like, yo, they could have sold a shit ton of Baby Yodas in Black Friday before Christmas, but no, they're just focused on The Rise of Skywalker. I don't know. I hope after this, you know, they start making good Star Wars movies. You know, I really hope, you know, the Disney Plus Obi-Wan show is gonna be good, because, you know, Ewan McGregor is gonna be there, so I hope this is gonna be good. Even if it's gonna be bad, Ewan McGregor is gonna make sure that movie is good. He's gonna make sure Obi-Wan is a great character. That is the only thing he's gonna make sure that you love in that show. Yeah, that is the state of Star Wars. I hope it gets better. You know, with The Mandalorian and, you know, Jedi Fallen Order, it looks like a new hope has come out. So, yeah. Alright, so the Rotten Tomatoes for this movie has come out already. Let's check it out. Not looking good for this movie. At least we have Baby Yoda.